Ernie Johnson, joined by my colleagues and my friends.
Oh, wow.
My buds.
There we go.
Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good.
This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters, but that fourth was just really an abomination in terms of how they played, and unfortunately, they took an L.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Harrell is out there with Ryan Anderson. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Jang dishes to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Rubio outside. That's short off the rim. Minnesota on D. And here's Harden for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And the way a team plays early, Doris, can be vastly different than how they finish a season.
Well, you know, anything can happen over the course of a 6 to 7 month season. 1, trades. 2, injuries. Has a rookie sort of played a bigger part in your success than maybe you thought? I think what happens early can define what happens late.
Boy, injuries and trades are 2 very disruptive things that teams have got to deal with.
I think to adjust on the fly to new personnel, whether be it because, as you say, whether it's an injury or whether it's a trade, I think that that's a very hard dynamic. So if you've established habits early, it helps smooth that over.
Now here's Harrell. There's the pick. Feeds to Beverly. Shoots from the high post. Rebound, Minnesota.
I love the recognition defensively. They know he can knock down that shot, and you stay right tight to him.
Dishes to Wiggins. Kicks it to Towns. Here's Dang. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, the thought was Zhang would never be much of a scorer, but I think he's changing people's minds.
Beverly, the pass to Harden. He kicks it to Ariza. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Rubio. James Harden with the rebound.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
He didn't look comfortable going up, but he knew it was a good look. Had to take it.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
It's a beautiful jam.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Levine kicks to Rubio. Towns, the screen. Out left to the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden outside. He feeds it to Anderson. Back to Harden. Pass to Beverly. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Outside, Levine. Towns up top. There's the three. And another three for Minnesota.
Boy, terrific follow-through on that shot. Towns very comfortable from range.
Anderson, a screen on Levine. Harden kicks to Anderson. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And how about that for a response?
Didn't take them any time to get those 3 points back. That's the shot they wanted.
Towns sets the pick for Levine. Out to the right wing. Shoots it. Ariza with the rebound.
Boy, clear breakdown on defense. They're fortunate that he didn't make them pay.
And stolen by Wiggins. Stolen by Beverly. Ariza outside. From beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's Wiggins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Wiggins, a screen on Beverly. Another miss by Minnesota.
Just have to shake that miss off. He knows he can make it.
Harden with it. He's got 5. Six on the shot clock. Shoot from the right block. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves leading by 3. Levine dishes to Rubio. Towns is doubled. On the wing, Wiggins. Ariza covering. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And with Wiggins, it's best to be patient with his development, and they have been to the credit of the Minnesota Timberwolves organization. But Doris, most feel once his three-pointer becomes a consistent weapon, his game is really going to take off.
I think that's exactly right, Kevin, because Wiggins can make threes at a decent clip right now, but even a slight improvement may push him to the point where he's at elite scoring levels. That first step, coupled with a strong 3 game, would make him virtually unguardable. You know, if he continues to work on his shot, you know his deep game will come along soon enough.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
You know, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
Here's Harrell. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense, but last year there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. And talking about how the Rockets are structured, they do have some players on the roster, Greg, who can play defense. It's a wonder they've been so bad at that end.
I mean, the problem with defense, though, Kevin, is that it takes all 5 guys to buy in. You have to have a level of trust on the floor, and that happens for the Rockets only once in a while, which is why they give up an insane number of points to their opponents.
You can watch Andrew Wiggins play for 5 minutes to see how naturally scoring comes to this guy. He's always moving without the ball to find space to attack the rim or try to get open. And he is a guy that will continue to add to his skill set so he can put up points in a number of different ways.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That's your home. That's the area you simply have to protect.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets trail by 10. And one area that Wiggins is already very good at is his ability to score on the break. Doris, he covers ground so easily in transition and gets a lot of free points that way.
You know, and that's what great scorers tend to do. They find and improve on every possible way to score. And Wiggins, just like all the ones who came before him, you take portions of other players' games and incorporate them into your own bag of tricks.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
He can't get that one to fall. And it's Houston the other way. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Towns, the pass to Wiggins. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch four, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
Free throw good. Wiggins. Bielitsa is checked in for the Timberwolves. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
I think one thing we can say for certain, guys, is the Timberwolves have had one of the best rebuilds in recent memory, and obviously it helps getting the top overall pick with Towns. But beyond that, they've made a lot of shrewd decisions.
The three from Harden. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Levine. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And you can't award Minnesota anything until they show how far they can go with this score. Doris, the turnaround for this franchise from where they were 5 years ago is huge.
Well, I think, Kevin, it started with the Kevin Love trade, which many media members criticized. They get Wiggins from that deal, and it's worked out perfectly for them. Now it's just a matter of continuing to add the right pieces.
And Rubio kicks to Bielitsa. Rubio the pass to Bielitsa. Towns the screen. Levine for three. Towns. And it's Towns on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
You'd have to say this is his quarter. He has destroyed every tactic the defense has thrown at him.
To the middle. Here's Harrell. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one is on Towns. Doris is a former lead guard, point guard that you were. Who has the most impressive ball handling skills in the league? Who's got the best handle in your opinion?
Well, I think under duress of defenses, I would say Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry are the three guys who I think have mastery of the ball, regardless of single coverage, double coverage, trying to navigate pick and roll situations. Those three guys, to me, are right at the top.
It's art almost, isn't it? The way they handle it.
No question it's art.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Donnie's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And when you see Chang, you don't expect a player, Doris, of his size to be a threat from outside, but he has a very soft touch in the mid-range, and it's getting better every year, it seems.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt. Chang can definitely face up and knock shots down. Enough, certainly, to keep other big men honest when he steps out into clear space. And also helps a lot that every time he gets to the free throw line, he's been solid there.
And the wide open shot from Decker. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Chang a screen. Jones the pass to Bielitsa. Back to Jones. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at him, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
Just a terrific delivery into the low post. Love to get those buckets nice and close, high percentage shots.
Now the feed to Dunn. To the paint. Here's Tang. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
I mean, the first thing you notice about Gorgui Dieng is when he's on the floor, it's his defensive presence. Very long arms to bother shooters, quick movement to stay and track drivers as they come to the rim. Such a force.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
And with Dieng's defensive presence, Doris, he'll always find a way onto the floor. Everything else he does is icing on the cake.
Well, it isn't just protecting the rim that Dieng excels at, right? He also has great timing to deny passes and come up with some steals. He's carved out a nice role for himself in the NBA.
And Dieng drops them both.
Now, this is a guy who was 63% from the free throw line his first year, as Dieng now has transformed himself into a very good free throw shooter.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And a look now at the four areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Rockets.
And not a lot of attempts from beyond the break. Those deeper three-pointers can be a little outside of some players' range, but they've got guys who can make that shot. I think that's just an outlier so far.
And so it's Houston with it. 11-point game. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, hard screen right there by Nene. He's listed around 250, but he looks and feels bigger than that.
Jones kicks to Muhammad. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. One thing you can't help but notice, Doris, with Muhammad is just how strong he is. Listed at 6'6", which is a good height for his position. But he can bully everyone else on the wings with his strength.
You know, I think, Kevin, he welcomes the contact. That's perhaps more important than anything. Muhammad is very good at absorbing a hit underneath and continuing on to get a chance at a three-point play. And he looks very much at home under the hoop, even when he has to try to outmuscle opposing big men.
Muhammad hits them both.
You know, there are a lot of questions about whether Shabazz Muhammad, when he came into the NBA, would ever find his spot. I mean, he's mostly a scorer in college, but you weren't sure how it would translate to the NBA. Seems to be best in being a scoring threat off the bench right now.
6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Decker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David. Well, guys, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
And that's got to be the focus. It takes a lot of game planning to come up with ways to put points on the board consistently against these guys.
You know, that's why they have to be patient when they're running their sets. This is a defense that rattles people. You've got to be able to keep your poise and not allow them to frustrate you.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And for Muhammad, he has found his role in acting as the offensive spark, Doris, when his team needs him. And when you watch him play that role, he's suited to that kind of style.
Yeah, and I think knowing what your role is on a team can help a lot for a young developing player. If you have one thing to focus on and know what is expected out of you, it helps you feel a lot more comfortable. And Muhammad has definitely seen a boost to his game since being deployed as a 6th man. think one thing the Wolves will certainly be looking to improve upon this year is solidifying that defense. It has been a weak point for them in recent history, and they have the talent, to me, to play good defense. They just need to drill in the fundamentals.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Harrell. And with the Wolves and their defensive problems, Doris, a lot of that comes from lack of protecting the rim. That's not just on the big men either.
Well, Kevin, you're exactly right, because putting up a lot of points at the rim is not just the fault of the 4s and the 5s. Perimeter players can't act as matadors and let dribble drivers in so easily. If opponents do get inside, everyone needs to rotate and challenge shots.
Muhammad dishes to Jang. Jang, a screen. Here's Bielitsa. Back to Jones. Launches it. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Harden against Jones. It's tipped. And Brewer kicks to Decker. Harden up top. He's got 11. Houston needs to get a shot up. And stolen by Jang. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. It's Bielitsa. And the 3 ball is good. Bielitsa's got 6.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Now, here is Harden. Nene with the screen on Jones. From deep, Harden. The shot misses. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Timberwolves ahead as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Let's hear from Trevor Ariza on his team's mentality coming in.
You're playing against a team that is very scrappy. You know, they want to win as well. You got to come ready to play. You got to be ready for everything, and you got to be ready to claw to get this win tonight.
Ariza might as well be describing his own game. Scrappy, ready to play, ready for anything, ready to claw to get that win.
Yeah, and he's been that kind of all-out guy going all the way back to his days at UCLA. When you combine that with his talent, he's a guy who, no matter where he's been, his teammates rave about him.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
You know, and they're doing that in a number of ways, flying in from the perimeter when the ball goes up, as well as just gaining good old-fashioned position down low.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Houston, Patrick Beverley out there with Brewer. Then it's Decker. Then there's Nene. And it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. And he can't hit the second. Well, Doris, of course, we all know you've had a chance to meet and interview so many coaches and players throughout the NBA. What are some of the best things about them?
Yeah, I think maybe the most surprising thing about interviewing NBA players in particular is they are very much like you and I. There are periods of great confidence, But if they start to struggle, just like you and I, their confidence can come and go, and they need positive reinforcement. I think the thing I've learned is most often NBA players, aside from the great and sort of distinguishing skill, they are people first and foremost.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Towns. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Boy, great footwork by Cat. He's really worked on keeping a wide base, maintaining his balance.
Decker with a screen for Beverly. Passes it to Decker. Ariza outside. There's the dish to Nene. 2 on the clock. Connects on the 17-footer. Nene's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Impossible to block that shot with the size difference. He had a very good look at the rim.
Here's Wiggins. Misses off the right iron. Rockets trail by 15 to the inside. Decker, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Decker's got 5 points so far.
That's outstanding work on that possession. Nice, easy look down low. Get your rhythm started.
Towns the screen. Offensive rebound. Wiggins kicks to Dunn. Back to Wiggins. Brewer with the steal. Out to the right wing. Beverly wide open. And it's Houston with another.
You know, the passing there deserves a mention. That assist was a thing of beauty.
Dunn kicks to Towns. Out to the right wing. Towns sets the pick for Muhammad. Knocks it loose. Towns, no luck.
All the credit goes to the defense, preventing a terrific finisher like that from throwing it down.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Wiggins passes to Dunn. He dishes it to Towns. Now the pass to Bielitsa. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
A tremendous vision for a big man. One reason teams are reluctant to run an extra guy at Cat.
Timeout called the Rockets. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Some changes for Minnesota. Levine's checked in for Muhammad. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn. And a switch here also for Houston. Anderson's checked in. Brewer dishes to Beverly. Houston moving it around. That one drops for him. Anderson's got 8 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Towns the screen. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
And Rubio kicks to Bielitsa. To the middle, here's Wiggins. An easy layup after coming off the pit. He has 6.
The broad shoulders of Cat helps make him an excellent screener.
Rubio against Beverly. Pass to Decker. to the inside. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut back down to 11. Big bucket there from Nene. Minnesota's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Andrew Wiggins' ball handling lagged behind the rest of his game before he came to the NBA, but he's found he can use his size to post up immediately. It's a talent that many players don't develop until they've been in the league for years. Devin, he's got the footwork, and as his skills develop, he's almost certain to become a superstar.
Sure does. Thanks, D.A.
Well, what a force this guy is inside, and you can tell the defense wants to limit him as best they can.
Now, when you're taken first overall, like Karl Anthony Towns was, you are expected to be an all-star. But you know what, Doris? I'm not sure if many thought Towns would be a generational talent, as he's on track to be in his young career.
Yeah, I think it's rare to see a player be taken first overall and actually exceed expectations. At every step of the way, Towns has worked hard and exceeded what was expected of him. And I think that mentality has put him in position to become one of the best big men in the NBA. I can't wait to watch.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Beverly kicks to Decker. Nene, right side. Inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. Well, they talk about basketball IQ, Doris, all the time from a point guard and broadcaster perspective. How would you, I'd be interested in this, how would you define it?
You know, I think you can see a player who has played the game from their earliest. Like, I picked the game up at 7 years old when I moved next door to a park. And when you play the game from that young an age, there's just this natural understanding of the nuance of the game. Like, my son has played golf since the time he was 2 years old. He's been on a golf course. There's a nuance, there's a feel for it that you can't teach. It's been developed because it's been a part of who you are for such a long time.
Minnesota leading by 10. Rubio outside. Lots of room. That one wide left. The Rockets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Brewer passes to Harrell. The 10-footer. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. And Bielitsa kicks to Rubio. Towns, the screen. From deep. Rockets with the rebound.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Beverly against Wiggins. Here's Anderson. It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. James Harden. He's checked in for Sam Decker. Just 5 on the clock. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Beverly with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Harden kicks to Anderson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Timberwolves leading by 8. Rubio the pass to Bielitsa. Towns the screen. And Bielitsa kicks to Towns. LaVine against Harden. To the left wing. Anderson wide open. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now Rubio. Rocket 6 off the screen. They get a hand on it. Bielitsa pass it to Levine. Count it.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
And here's Harden. He's got 11. Feeds to Anderson. Dishes it to Beverly. That three off the mark.
He's been so inconsistent from the field, and that makes it hard for these guys to catch up.
Towns, the screen. Levine dishes to Towns. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
He's doing everything he can to help stretch this lead. He's working hard, converting at a high percentage of them. Nice.
There's a good screen. Harden with it. Takes a three. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Towns, a screen on Beverly. Kicks it to Towns. Fires from deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. And here's Anderson for 3. Wiggins kicks to Bielitsa. Back to Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Oh, really smooth. Andrew Wiggins with the terrific mid-range game.
Now here's Beverly. With the fadeaway. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Levine kicks to Wiggins. Takes the 13-footer. Second chance shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, in their amateur days, Jahlil Okafor was actually rated ahead of Karl Anthony Towns, but Towns goes on to win the Rookie of the Year. You know, I think one thing about Towns that sets him apart is that basically at this young age, no holes in his game, which is sort of remarkable. I mean, I don't think there's very many players in the NBA at his age that can say that. And you think about all of the aspects and facets that he has to his game, virtually every single one of them he's able to do at a high level.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Bielitsa. Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Donnie's checked in for Levine. And Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Ariza's checked in. And Towns does everything so well. At such a young age, Doris. Pass is great. Strong defender. Has no problem playing inside or outside on offense and moves great for his size.
You're right, Kevin. And he doesn't do anything maybe at the best level in the NBA just yet. But when you put the whole package together, boy, it's jaw-dropping, his ability. Everything you want from an NBA player, that's Karl Anthony Towns.
The 3 from Harden buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Rockets.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Jones kicks to Towns. Shot from the wing. That shot off the mark. And it's Houston the other way. On the wing, Harden jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
He's just been raining threes. That's where the majority of the damage he's doing is happening.
Here's Dunn. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Ariza. He kicks to Beverly. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Down low and stolen by Harrell.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
Right, which they should. No reason not to use the rest of the clock here.
Now Harden. From deep. And no good trying to get that one.
And Dunn is a very physical defender. He gives his guy no room to breathe.
And we finished one half of basketball. The Timberwolves on top, up 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it and come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaq and Kenny. And an exciting time of the year as one of the first games of the regular season is halfway through. What a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 23 points, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you. And the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they're getting beat up on the boards, Ernie. Woo. Smack them around, smack them around. And you know the coach is unhappy about it, because I'm unhappy about it, Ernie. I'm sure he's in the locker room right now saying, hey, we can bounce back in the second half. You need to dig deep, show some pride.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
The 2 E's, efficient and effective performance from him, not needing a lot of looks to make a huge difference in the scoring column.
Rockets trail by 6. A high-flying pair of Levine and Wiggins at the 2 and the 3. Gorgie Dang is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Harden. And it's Harrell missing.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Chang, a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a chance now to review the shot chart.
The saying is live by the 3 and die by the 3, and they are living quite comfortably, I might add, out there. You almost expect every chance they hoist up to find its way through the netting. Right now, they are opening up a lot of chances inside as the defense has to respect them when they step up to the line from deep.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Rockets trail by 7. And here's Harden. He feeds it to Harrell. Passes it to Beverly. They set the screen. Harden outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 23 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Rubio kicks to Levine. Towns the screen. On the wing, Wiggins. Ariza covering. For 3, Levine. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Second, Ricky Rubio.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Rockets trail by 4. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Again, the miss by Harden. Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Bean passes to Rubio. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Harrell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, this was the match that everybody wanted to happen. A proven coach with a stellar track record pairing with a team full of young talent. Minnesota has got to be happy with the hire of Tom Thibodeau for a young core.
And it's Wiggins missing.
I mean, simply put, they're out of sync. 0 for 3 coming out of the break.
In the corner, Harden puts it up from 17. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Anderson. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Charlotte Hornets. Rubio dishes to Towns, to the inside. Wiggins, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, this guy can do it anytime he wants. Andrew Wiggins with broad shoulders to carry the load there.
Harden against Levine. Harden draws the double. 6 to shoot. Ariza kicks to Anderson. Here's Harden. That's short off the rim. Timberwolves leading by 4. Wiggins inside the line. Again, Wiggins missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Anderson gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Towns the screen. Outside Levine. Rubio outside. Jang with the screen for Rubio. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
His shot's off, but they're still winning. So hats off to his teammates for picking up the slack.
Harden draws the double. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be short up.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
You know, the thing about James Harden, though, there's really no perfect way to defend him. I mean, he can torch you from deep, drives the lane as well as anybody, and especially when he's looking to create contact. And in many ways, your best defense against him is a good offense. You try to match some of his points by scoring on the other end. Well documented that maybe defense not his strength, but, you know, that's an area where if you want to have success, you're going to have to do a good job on that end.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Wiggins. And then for Houston, Nene, he's checked in for Harrell. Decker comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Patrick Beverly. So he can't get either to fall. And thinking about ways to stop Harden, part of the problem is that he's really built like no other player out there.
Physically, he's got that barrel of a body, the long arms, and just enough quickness to blow by you. He's elusive, yet always looking for contact, which is why he lives at the free throw line.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. Harden against Rubio. Here's Levine. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
Well, the one question Zach LaVine had when he entered the NBA is whether or not he could be a reliable contributor on offense. Or as he's put in the work to improve his efficiency a great deal in that regard.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that for Levine is that he's worked on his jump shot to where he's now more of a threat. He upped his field goal percentage from mid-range and from deep since his rookie season. He's shown better judgment in the shots he takes. All of that goes into making him a better player.
And for all the scoring, Greg, that James Harden gives you, he's also one of the top playmakers in the NBA.
You know, and even coming out of college, Kevin, a lot of scouts felt Harden could play the point. I mean, that's one of the reasons why this guy is going to consistently be in the MVP conversation.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
They set the pick. Rubio left side. From the line, will not go. This is off the front iron. The Rockets trail. Ariza has the open look. Another miss by Houston. Harden against Rubio. The feed to Levine. Jang with the ball. 6 points for him. Back to Levine. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
It's hard not to think of those amazing dunk contests when you think of Zach LaVine. 2 titles in that contest already to his name. May be the best dunker in the league and one of the best all time before it's all said and done.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
And he's good on the first of 3. And with LaVine and his dunking, he is so effortless in how he glides through the air. Dorsey can put on a show anytime he has an open path.
Well, he's got eye-popping athleticism and out-of-the-world dunk contest material, that's for sure. His duel with Aaron Gordon injected a lot of life and interest into the NBA's dunk contest All-Star Weekend.
And he nails the third.
But this is a very good free throw shooter already, and with a little focus, LaVine could be one of the league's best.
Brewer passes to Harden. Nene kicks to Ariza. The dish to Harden. Another miss by Houston.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Levine. Brewer with the rebound.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Levine. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, he took a solid angle, didn't block the attempt, but still forced the miss.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Well, you take a look at Chris Dunn out of Providence. It's easy to see what talent evaluators see in this young man.
6'4", long arms, strength, blinding quickness. He is an NBA athlete and then some. In a draft year that was light on point guards, you knew he'd be one of the first to hear his name called.
The first one falls.
And for Chris Dunn, you know, everyone told him to enter the draft after 3 years at Providence. His father, his coach, he could have been a first-round pick back in 15. Instead, he decided to stay one more season, earn his diploma, and I'd have to say it's worked out pretty well for him.
And he makes both free throws. And Dunn, undergoing 2 shoulder surgeries in college, took a medical red shirt for his sophomore season.
Yeah, and that was on his right shoulder, his shooting shoulder. You wonder if he can get even better shooting the ball with time.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he really carried the momentum from the last game right to this one. He is rolling.
Zhang with a screen on Harden. Jones kicks to Bielitsa. 13 feet away. The Rockets pull it in. Harden inside the three-point line. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Bielitsa's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Dunn. Good on the baseline, Jay. Dunn's got 10 points.
And it's awesome to see Dunn works in his effective mid-range jumper. So sharp, so accurate.
Nene with the screen on Jones. Harden dishes to Nene. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
They set the pick. Dunn passes to Jones. And the pass to Bielitsa. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
This has been the kind of showing from him that everyone wanted to see. He's not going out of his way to force much, but when the shot is there for him, he hasn't hesitated 1 second to pull the trigger. Just a great night from the floor for him.
Rockets trail by 4. Here's Harden, and the rejection by Zhang.
Well, the timing, a very natural aspect of what Gorgui Zhang does on the defensive end.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And a quick look at the numbers for Trevor Ariza. Last season's performance for him. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Rockets trail by 5. In the corner, it's Brewer. Traps in the tray. Brewer's got 6 points.
It looked like they were willing to give him that three-point shot, and he doesn't blink. Drills it right in their eye.
It's Bielitsa, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Sam Decker.
Shooting for Minnesota. Bielitsa. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Rockets trail by 4. And Brewer kicks to Nene. He dishes it to Harden. Pass to Brewer. Launches it. Back to Harden. And the rejection by Zhang. here's Dunn. He's guarded closely. Outside, Jones puts up a three. Dunn misses. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break, and he gets the bucket. And that's now 29 points for James Harden.
Now, I'm not sure how much more we can say about this guy's offensive game. He's so gifted. Plays like that are just simply routine at this point.
There's the pick. Here's Dunn. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Dunn's got 6 in the quarter.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Here's Decker using his post move to get the 2 points.
Boy, got a little fancy with that one. Laid in the floater and got the crowd buzzing.
Jones dishes to Jang. Feeds it to Dunn. It's Bielitsa. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Oh, such a nice touch on that turnaround jumper. That was smooth.
Rockets trail by 4. Harden the pass to Nene. Back to Harden. Nene setting the pick for Harden. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Jones kicks to Zhang. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. It's Bielitsa. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Nene's got his 4th rebound in this one. Got that one up quick. And 12 points for Sam Decker.
Well, great vision by Nene, right? I mean, if you're the help defensive guy, you can't leave your man. He's that good a passer.
50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dishes to Dunn. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. In the corner, it's Brewer for the lead. Nene dishes to Brewer. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first free throw of the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns comes in for Bielitsa, and Wiggins is subbed in for Muhammad. And then for Houston, Harrell, he's checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for Sam Decker, and it's Patrick Beverly in for James Harden. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Jones kicks to Towns. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Towns. Wiggins passes to Towns. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
And would love to hear a little more swish and a lot less clang from the charity stripe.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, it's been so hard to watch at times. I mean, he's missed so many of his foul shots tonight. Good to see him finally come through there.
And Towns drops them both.
And good to see him come through there. He's had a lot of problems at the line tonight.
Here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. Kicks it to Harrell. 1 second left. And that one is off. It's still anybody's game as we end of 3. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
One shot, then when we make a miss, run and run through so we get some spacing. Make the game easy.
You know, guys, we hear a lot of coaches preach all this. Tom Thibodeau wanting defensive rebounding and then faster pace on offense.
Yeah, and that shows you he knows the pulse of his team. He knows that they're not quite energized. Their play rises to a whole nother level when they are.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Trevor Ariza, Patrick Beverly out there with Brewer. Then there's Ryan Anderson. And it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Won't go into the books as a block, but certainly had the same effect.
Tries it from 19. Brewer's shot is off.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Levine dishes to Rubio. Back to Levine. Towns sets the pick for Levine. Offline with his 3.
Just a case of doing too much. He has to look to get his teammates involved, and his shot's just not there right now. You know, we've seen him just tear after the rebounds tonight. No fear. You have to love that effort.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And it's good. On through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, Wiggins, young in his career, but he's already giving lots of defenders headaches night after night.
And Ricky Rubio is always had incredible court vision and knack for making that one dagger of a pass. But Doris has done a good job maturing as a point guard over the last few years. Picked up a lot of things along the way.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, listen, the one area I've really noticed for Rubio that's improved is his decision-making. Now, he has found ways to cut turnovers down every year in the league and is now one of the best playmakers in the NBA.
Anderson the screen. 5 on the clock. From beyond the arc. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Add another triple to their second half total.
I mean, since the break, they've been unconscious from distance.
Here's Wiggins. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, he has the innate ability to change shots. What a competitor.
And Levine, here we go. And the jam by Levine.
Well, so dangerous, Levine. Can shoot the spot-up jumper from deep as well as put it on the deck.
And Beverly kicks to Harrell. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Minnesota. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Ariza.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Wiggins against Ariza. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And you know, guys, in the first half, he was a lot more focused. Maybe he's feeling the heat of the defense a bit more here in the second.
Minnesota leading by 3. And Rubio kicks to Towns. On the wing, Wiggins. Towns, the screen. Wiggins passes to Towns. And stolen by Harrell. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. He kicks it to Anderson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pass to Beverly. Anderson outside. Shoots. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Knocked away. Stolen by Harden. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Anderson dishes to Harden. Stolen by Levine. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Towns the screen. Shoots the three. That shot off. And it's Houston the other way. And Beverly kicks to Ariza. Now here's Beverly. There's the steal. Here's Bielitsa. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Harden against Levine. Another miss by Houston.
And wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Now Rubio. Wiggins outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Beverly with the ball. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Timberwolves leading by 3. Wiggins passes to Rubio. Down low. Stolen by Anderson. 3-on-3. Got a piece of it. Here's Harrell. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
That's good from Harrell. So he gets them both. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Levine kicks to Wiggins. He feeds it to Towns. To the paint, it's Bielitsa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Anderson the screen. Harrell dishes to Harden. And here's Anderson for 3. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, what a quick move. Wiggins able to draw the contact. Defender completely off balance.
Shooting for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
Free throw good. Wiggins. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Beverly the pass to Ariza. Back to Beverly. Harden outside. And there's the feed to Harrell. Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. It's deflected. And here's Harden. And that misses. That would have put him up. Harden against Levine. Towns down low. Rubio outside. Now the dish to Levine. Wiggins right side. The pass to Towns. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
The free throw drops for Towns. Here is Harden. Anderson, a screen on Levine. Harden dishes to Ariza, and it's in there.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And Rubio kicks to Levine. Towns, a screen on Harden. Levine passes to Bielitsa. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns dishes to Levine. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Rockets trail by 6. Harden kicks to Beverly. Pass to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. With the floater and the rejection by Towns.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Wiggins against Ariza. Unloads from 9. Stolen by Anderson. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Releases from 15. Tries again. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Harrell.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Rubio with a wide open look. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Beverly against Rubio. Anderson the screen. Beverly the pass to Anderson. Towns with the steal. Wiggins right side. Soft touch off the glass. Wiggins has got 21.
You look at the numbers tonight. When Wiggins asserts himself, he's painful to defend.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
You know, clearly out of rhythm. He's pressing the issue right now. I'd like to see him get his teammates involved.
Towns, a screen on Ariza. And it's Wiggins missing.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, he took a solid angle, didn't block the attempt, but still forced the miss.
And the first one at the line is good. Jang, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Harden hits them both. Rubio with it. To the paint. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. Stolen by Anderson. Harden against Levine. Elbow shot is on the way. Wiggins with some nice D. Timberwolves leading by 7. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Ariza.
Well, the quickness to beat you inside. Wiggins possesses that in spades.
For your Timberwolves, Andrew Wiggins.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. And Beverly kicks to Ariza. He dishes it to Hart. Another miss by Houston. Timberwolves leading by 7. Wiggins passes to Rubio. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Timberwolves keep it alive. That shot, no good. It's trailed by 7.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
They need fast, efficient possessions, and that may not be enough.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. Falls, so he hits both of them.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Feeds it to Wiggins. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting from Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, they have to be feeling a little bit more comfortable after the free throws add to their lead.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 7. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Beverly dishes to Hill. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Defensively, the job has to be preventing him from getting that position to begin with.
Towns in the corner. Towns is doubled. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Boy, that's a bit of a mental lapse, an embarrassing error to give up a possession.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 5. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Beverly missing.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
What a brutal stretch for him, just trying to work his way out of it, which is harder than it sounds.
And the Rockets making a change here. Nene's checked in.
Two shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Now, this is one of the most talked about international players ever, and I think Rubio just needs to stay healthy and keep working on that shot.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 7. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
No question. This is a teaching moment. They're just trying to come out of this with something positive.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Brewer. Another miss by Houston.
He needs to stop shooting the ball right now. This is hurting his team.
Outside, Jones. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns. For some guys, a double-double is a great night, but he makes it a regular occasion, and it's an occasion his teammates never get tired of seeing.
There were a lot of things he did well tonight, but nothing topped what he was able to do on that glass. He exploded for 18 rebounds. This was all about sweat, strength, and energy. He battled hard for position on every single shot attempt and was always ready to pounce when the ball came near him.
Listen, he played some hard-charging basketball tonight, fellas. He didn't need an invitation to the party. He was going to bum rush the door. Some guys just hang out on the outside of the party, but not him. He said, no, I'm not just going to hang on the perimeter. I'm getting to the hole, baby.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.